Good evening, guys. I hope you're all well, and welcome back to the Amateur Footballing channel, and welcome back to the Starting 11 show. It's going to be a discussion with myself and Tabrice around the Newcastle sort of rebuild project that's going on down there. Tabrice, say hello. How are you doing?
Hello, how you doing?
Let's talk about current form. If we're looking at the teams they've played, let's start off with Man City. There was a 3-3 draw. That was a controversial goal that they could have scored to actually win the game. A great performance there from them. Then you look at the likes of Liverpool, where Liverpool managed to scrape a win, which you're looking at a potential draw there that they could have got some points away there. You look at Chelsea, they beat us 1-0. You look at Man United, they got a draw. Winning 9 games, drawing 6, and losing, I can't remember how many. But I think that Newcastle is an excited place to be at the minute. How do you feel, Tabrice?
Yeah, I mean, I echo everything that you just said. I think if you can go to the top 4 teams or top 5, and I only lose against Liverpool in the 98th minute, then you're doing something right. I had my issues with well, not issues, but I kind of had my doubts with Eddie Howe. He's proven me wrong. And he's got players who are playing average, like Almiron and John Linton, players that you wouldn't really want to sign. Almiron, I'm sure, like he's getting, he's probably getting eyes all across Europe now because of how he's playing, and so with Joe Linton. But no, I think they're in a good place, definitely.
I want to quickly touch upon what you mentioned there about Eddie Howe. Coming into the job, what was your thoughts on Eddie Howe getting the job at Newcastle?
I thought it was just someone just to fill in for someone at this stage of the season to come in. Because of course, I believe they offered it to a few of the, well, I don't know if it's offered, but Conte was spoken about, Mourinho was spoken about, Ancelotti, big managers, because of course they like talking about a huge budget now. So when Eddie Howe came in, I was like, he just got relegated. He just took Bournemouth down. Why are they going for someone who's kind of got that record?
Yeah.
And it just didn't make sense to me. And I even said at the time Newcastle were bottom of the league, I said that they'd be relegated. Like I said, I can't see them getting out of danger. A few people kind of me and I have to eat humble pie because now I would love him to be part of the England setup, but he's not moving from like Newcastle anytime soon. The fans don't want him to move. The players probably don't even want him to move as well, because again, it's that feel good factor, and if you can get that in a club, it all stems from that management. Honestly, he's doing a sterling job with the players that he's got and the players who were there before.
What you said there about he was meant to be signed as like a temporary job to sort of steady the ship, maybe not get them relegated, keep them up, and try and just keep them fighting in the Premier League. And I think that the owners were the same. I think the owners thought that they were going to bring him in just to have that sort of steady the ship. And then you look at a potential manager who is a proven winner, whether it's Conte, whether it's Mourinho, anyone like that. And I think Eddie Howe is now proving that he's good enough to be there amongst the best. He just needs to win them trophies to be able to realistically compete at that sort of level. But yeah, he's doing a smashing job. You said about Almiron, I think he's been incredible, especially with how they are on current form. Winning Player of the Month in the Premier League, not last month. It was a couple months ago now. He won Player of the Month. But overall, just smashing job. One question I do want to ask you is, where do you see this January transfer window going for them?
I think they're probably going to go and spend again On who, I do not know. Do they go with real elite Premiership quality, or like do they go abroad and try and find that next big thing? I do not know. But I believe that they will strengthen, but they're not going to go and spend crazy money. I just don't think that's Eddie Howe's way. And he doesn't want no one to kind of rock the boat. And right now, there's no injuries. Everyone's playing well. It seems like the squad's together. Finishing third, if they do finish third, that's an amazing achievement. Do you think Newcastle will finish in the top four?
I think that they will drop only slightly, but I think potentially fifth, fourth. I don't think they will get top three, but I do see them just missing out on the top three, potentially pushing Champions League. But definitely, I think they're going to be getting at least European football next season. Okay. What do you think, Fabrice?
I think they're going to get top four. I think they'll unfortunately hijack either Chelsea or Liverpool spot. But yeah, I can actually see it happening.
Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. Fabrice, thank you for coming on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you are aware when we post, and leave a comment and let us know what's one player you would sign if you were Newcastle manager.